Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Padmashri from SNS College of Technology. Today I am going to explain the concept of retrieving data, how the data can be retrieved, what are the various ways that we can retrieve the data in the data science. So let's move on to the slides. How to retrieve the data. Retrieving the data is a second phase in the data science project. Okay. The data science, sometimes the data scientists need to go into the field and design a data collection process. As we discussed in the earlier topic, what are the steps involved in collecting? So like the domain area, then collecting the resources, so analyzing, cleansing the data, exploratory data analysis. So these are the various stages we discussed. So in which one of the stage we have to understand is retrieving, how the data are retrieved in the projects. So let's see, start working on internal data, that is the data stored within the company. The first step is to verify the internal data and also access the quality of the data which is present in the company. So most companies they have a program for maintaining the data. So what we do is much of the cleaning work can be already done. So manually that we no need to do the data cleansing as a separate step. Okay. So this data can be stored in the data repositories. So what is called a repositories? Repositories, it's nothing but a data basis that we can call it as data mart, data warehouse and data lakes, which is maintained in IT professional by team of IT professionals. So the first step is to start analyzing the internal data. Like the data repository can also be known as the data library or data archive. Okay. So data repositories can be used to describe a way to collect and store the data. It is a way that we can store, a process that we can store and we can collect and store the data. A data warehouse is a large data repository that it aggregates multiple sources of data like segments of business. And data lake is a large data repository that stores unstructured data. This is the difference that we have for data warehouse and data lake stores the unstructured data. And the data marts or the subset of the data repository, and these data are more targeted what the data user needs, what is the need of the user. Okay, it is a data mart. Metadata, we always know meta will be, it contains a large huge repository, data repositories, such as it has a data and databases, and it explains where the data comes from, data source of the data, and how it was captured and what it explains, what it represents. These are the different repositories, data repositories. Okay. Advantages of data repositories are the data can be preserved, archived, and isolation allows for easier and faster data reporting. Database administrators have easy time to track the problems, and there is a value to store and analyze the data. These are advantages. There can be disadvantages also. So when you have a bulk of data, it slows down the process. It may leads to system crash, and there may be some unauthorized access for the repository. So these are all the things we need to take care. And the second step, the first step is we need to analyze the internal data, right? The second step, do not be afraid to shop around. So when the data is not available within the company, internal data is not there, we should we should get a help from the other company. We can collect the data from other sources, like from different data sets or different databases, different repositories. For example, that we have some retail industry that provides the data to Nielsen and GfK. It provides the data also. And data scientists can also take the information or the data from the social medias, Twitter, LinkedIn and Facebook. Some of the government organization is also providing the data. So for example, the hospital management, or when you want to collect data from any government authorities like banks, etc. You can collect the data. Okay, and perform the quality check. The third, first is analyzing the internal data, and the second step we have is to collect the data, to roam around and collect the data from different sectors. Third is to perform the quality check. Quality check, we all know that we are collecting the data from different sources. So we need to check whether the data are exactly working, or whether the data are free from error, etc. So spend some time for data correction and cleaning, and we have to take error free data. That is very much important for data science project, and most of the error that encounters during the data gathering phase, right? So we should not be careless in collecting the data, should spend some time in correcting the data, and data scientists must investigate the data during the import data preparation and during the exploratory phases. This is a important, very important. And in data retrieval process, we have to check whether the data has a right data type or not. Check the time, check the date, check the format, etc. And data scientists should focus only, like he or she, how to learn from data. And data scientists can do assume that the data have to be clean and look at the statistic properties like distributions, correlations, and outliers. So these are the various steps involved in retrieving the data. Thank you everyone for watching this video.